Best of luck this season. Y'all stay safe.
Well, welcome back. We continue our live coverage of the Missouri Valley Men's Basketball Conference Media Day in downtown St. Louis Enterprise Center. Harry Schrader, Valley Hoops Insider. And glad to have Alston Mason with us, the guard for the Missouri State Bears, just talking to Coach about you. And he was saying he's ready to see you do explosive things. Talk about your expectation for the season.
I think it's gonna be a good year. I'm excited for the year. I think we've all been working hard, been in the gym hard, so it should be a really good year, and gonna have some great things happen.
There was, I thought early in the year, I saw you guys play early in the year, and I thought, well, he's got a chance. And then later in the year, I saw, oh no, he doesn't have a chance. He's like really good. Talk about that growth, that progression from just getting into the program and then stepping up.
It was a different energy about myself at the beginning of the year. Towards the end of the year, I kind of gained a lot more confidence in myself and my game, and understanding who I can be on that court. So I kind of grew into a person that I needed to be, and I think I've been taking another step into that next journey.
There's a lot that goes on between the ears, isn't there? Not just what's
Yeah,
physical
of course.
conditioning and all that.
Of course. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't think about with college basketball is, what goes on in between the ears. So for me, that was kind of the biggest thing, is understanding what I can do out there and being able to go out there and do that. So
When we were joking a minute ago, I know that you do modeling. Talk about that. What's that all about? Talk about that journey and what you hope to accomplish. And that's got to help you on the NIL front, right?
yeah, a little bit. I think so. My mom started off modeling, and for us, it's always been just kind of like for me, it's been a fun opportunity to do and venture out to. And I love like clothes. I love fashion. I love looking good. So it was just like another hobby for me to enjoy outside of basketball.
Did you see Duke Dean this morning? Like he was dripping this morning. I thought Duke Dean looked really good.
I didn't get to see him, so but I probably was, but I didn't get to see him.
Talk about your team a little bit. You guys got Matthew Lee back this year after he missed last year, and basically the core of your team and some new guys. But talk about what your expectations for your squad.
I have big expectations for our team. We got a lot of our returners back, a lot of our key players back. We didn't finish a lot of games the way we wanted to last year, so hopefully we can turn that around. And I'm aiming for first. I'm aiming for the highest. So I'm hoping we can get a lot of wins, get a lot of things done that I know we're capable of doing and being at the top.
Talk about what you're personally working on in terms of your personal game. What are you looking at in this offseason? What have you been focused on? Man, I need to sharpen up this.
Being a better leader for my team, and being a guy that they can count on in big moments, big stretches, and then also just being more consistent. I had a stretch where I was performing really well, and then it was kind of inconsistent. But I think the biggest thing for me is just being consistent, and if I can do that, I feel like our team can go very, very far.
So I was talking to Coach about Tyler Bay. He has a big resume, and you and Chance, some of you guys came in to Missouri State with big resumes, and he comes from the overtime elite thing. Talk about him.
Tyler Bay is a freshman. He's 6'10", great length. He's pretty good, man. He's really good. He's young. He's ready to learn. That's one thing as a freshman that is very important. Is like if you're ready to learn. So I'm excited about him. I think he has a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and a lot of game, and he can really help us in this conference.
And then everybody around the league knows about Donovan Clay and all that he's done for the 4 years he's already been in the league. What kind of guy is he away from the floor?
He's a great guy. Like you said, he's been here longer than all of us in the Missouri Valley Conference. So he's kind of been our like spokesperson, our leader when it comes to all of that. So he's been a great example for us and what to expect for certain games and what we should be looking out for and certain things that we should pick up on. So he's been a great leader in that aspect.
When I don't know players, and I don't know you very well, I always ask them, what's their favorite place to play in the Valley that isn't their home floor? What's your favorite place?
Ooh, my favorite place to play would probably be Bradley. I think maybe last year Bradley, because they were the number one team at the time, and when we played there, it was a packed house, and it was a good game, But I think Bradley's always a fun place to play at.
Appreciate your time. Would you grab Chance for me? Appreciate that. That's Alston Mason. Pay attention to his name. He is going to be a star in this league. He's going to make impact this year and in years to come. Chance Moore is going to join us in a minute. He was a part of the all-bench team a year ago, averaging about 11 a game coming off the bench there for the Missouri State Bears. And he's meandering over this way. Not meandering. He's walking with purpose. But we're welcoming him to the setting here at the Enterprise Center. Appreciate you joining us today. Listen, all last year we saw you just, Mr. Instant Offense coming off the bench. Are you excited about the opportunity to maybe get out there at the opening tip and make more impact?
Yes, sir, I am. I'm really excited for this year. Have a lot of plans, a lot of goals to reach. Should be a good one.
When I was talking to Coach Ford about you, and I know that he was challenging you to step up on the defensive end, knowing you can do the offensive end. Just talk about what it takes to be an outstanding defender.
Defense is really just all one. There are some things you can work on to improve your defensive game. For me, my biggest thing, I just needed more hand activity. Just really wanting to really lock in on the defensive end, because I know I have the physical tools to do so. I just have to have the want and the drive to go out there and do it.
I hear that all the time. The want, the drive, the passion to pull it off. Talk about your journey though to Missouri State. You were recruited at a high level, played at a high level school, and then ended up with Missouri State. Just talk a little bit about that journey.
Yeah. So I started off at Arkansas my freshman year. I didn't really get like a chance to really play much there. So I ended up coming to Missouri State my sophomore year. And it's been a great opportunity. I've been able to play a lot more and just continue to keep growing and developing as a player. So I feel like it was a good move for me.
Tell me you get to Missouri State. Coach Ford is I know a great guy, and yet he's demanding, right? I mean, like he's calling you guys higher all the time. What was that transition like, and what did you learn from and about him?
The transition was great. Coming from not playing to now he has demands from me on the court. That's all I can ask for. A coach that's gonna push me to be the best version of myself. And it's he has high demands, so it just ultimately makes me work harder and harder each day to we can ultimately reach our goals.
When you look at this coming season and the players you guys have back and the newcomers, what's your expectation as you look at your team? Like, man, how high can we go?
Honestly, I feel like we have the talent to go all the way. Last year we lost a lot of games by like one possession, like by 2 points. It would always be like nail biters. So I feel like if we just focus on finishing each game one by one, we'll be able to win it all.
Talk to me about guys that you have to bang up against in practice. You've got some talented bigs on that team as well. And how often do you and Donovan have to go head to head?
Yeah, we always go head to head. Our practices are usually like more live practices, so we're always going against each other. I would say I always bang with Donnie, NJ, who else? Mayo. He's a very scrappy defender, very scrappy player. Yeah, we always just push each other and make each other get better.
You just mentioned NJ. I keep telling people I think he's just going to explode this year. He's going to emerge this year.
Yes, sir. I definitely can see that. I see a lot of growth in his game. He's a very physical player, and I feel like he's an excellent rebounder. I've seen him go out there and get 15 rebounds before, and he could score as well. I could definitely see him having a great sophomore year.
You were mentioning trying to get better on defense. Is there some other aspect of your game this offseason you've been working on?
Yes. I've really been trying to be more consistent rebounding the ball, defensive rebounding, offensive as well. Just our coaches and my free throw percentage as well. But yeah, our coaches have been charting our rebounds every day in practice. I'm just trying to do better by boxing out and always crashing offensively to be able to ultimately get more.
Comes down to that fundamental stuff, doesn't it? It just comes down to that. I was asking Alston, and whenever I'm getting to know a player for the first time, I always ask them, where's a place you like to play that isn't your home floor?
Like in the conference? I would say I like to play at Belmont in Nashville. And probably I liked Evansville's court was actually really nice. in Indiana.
We look forward to this season. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
That's Chance Moore. He's going to blow up this year in the Missouri Valley Conference. We'll take a pause, talk to some of the Indiana State players in just a minute here in the live coverage of the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Media Day.